Merry Christmas! And welcome to another episode of the Switch Survival Guide, the holiday special edition as it is, and like all good holiday specials, there will be singing, there will be dancing, and there will be lots of dinosaurs. So, hey, watch it, bud. Come on, man. That was supposed to be my big number. See what I have to work with. So, you'll probably also be interested in the fact that we are going to try to tame this really cool Tek Stegosaur that happened to be in Christmas colors for the holiday. I love this event. So, this is actually going to be a great, helpful episode because a Stegosaur is a really good member of the team, and if you want to see how to tame a Stegosaur without taking any damage to yourself, watch the rest of this episode. Now, you're probably wondering, where did I get this Pteranodon and how am I flying on it? Well, I'm actually wondering that myself because I may or may not have time to actually edit and upload the episode where I tamed this Pteranodon, and I wanted to make sure I had a chance to wish you all a Merry Christmas and get this episode out first. So, just a heads up, this will be coming and it'll make sense. It just might be a little bit out of order depending on how fast my internet is deciding to be right now. I'll get that fixed as soon as I can. So it's really been Christmas here on the island too, because we keep getting all of these loot drops, and I've gotten some really good stuff. I'll show you that while we're taming up the Stegosaur. So my Pteranodon is leveling up a bit as we're flying on it, and I'm voting most of its stats into stamina because that is really helpful on a Pteranodon. And we've got quite a few dinos around the isle, but we can finally get a good scouting expedition to see what's around here. And check this out. There is a festive red and green Tek Stegosaur on this island, and I didn't even see it because it was right around the bend. I'm not even sure how long that's been there, but check it out. That's pretty exciting. So I'm going to drop off my Pteranodon here, and I will head over to that island and just bring my raft around after I get some supplies. So it is going to be actually really helpful to tame the Stegosaur, but first I gotta make sure I'm not starving, dehydrated, any of that stuff. And I'm also going to restock my supplies and make enough tranks to tranquilize this guy, because I am starting to run low after so many tames. So, I skipped ahead a little bit, and here we are, cruising down the coast that has this awesome Stegosaur, and if he stays close to the beach, I might be able to do this. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I just rammed that Stegosaur, and perfect. He happened to be continuing to walk in that direction, so I just picked him right up in my raft. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that, right? That's one thing I love about the raft, and if I'm careful with when I move, I can actually get out into deep enough water that he should not be able to get off the raft. So that tail is going to hit in a very wide radius, and I think if I try to shoot him from the roof, he's probably going to hit me and just knock me into the water. So to avoid all of that, I'm just going to shoot him from the beach because I was able to just pull off and drive away. So we're going to get a few good shots onto his butt, and it looks like he's just attacking the walls here, which I don't really mind at all. Now I'm using my reasonably new crossbow filled with trank arrows. I'm also just going to check to make double sure there's no other Stegosaurs around. And it looks like he's running away now. He stopped attacking things. Whoa there, buddy. And okay, yeah, there we go. He just fell over and passed out. So this is perfect. We've got a Stegosaur unconscious on the raft. And he's finally, after taming so many dinos, he's not on top of the rudder, so I think I will be able to actually sail off with him. Now I've got a ton of Medjo berries left over from my Triceratops. He just gathers crazy amounts of berries. So I'll just drop a bunch of Medjo berries onto this Stegosaur, and we should be able to keep him unconscious pretty easily. Stegosaurs do not drop their torpidity too quickly. And I was trying to pick up that arrow that was still stuck to his backside, but looks like I couldn't pick it up. Oh well, it was worth a try. So he's already taming up reasonably quickly with those Medjo berries. He's at like 7% already, and his torpidity is barely going down, so we should be in pretty good shape for keeping him unconscious. And I'm not even sure how many tranks we're going to need, but we may not need to use very many narcotics to keep him under. So yeah, this should actually be a pretty easy tame now. I'm sure my raft took some serious damage because their tails are no joke. They actually do a lot of damage on their tails. But hey, this guy is going to be pretty cool if we can actually pull off this tame. And I love the color patterns on this guy. That is just really awesome. But I mean, we got a whole bunch of really cool colors going on with this holiday event. I am just loving all of the festive dinosaurs. And I mean, check out that Christmas brontosaur back there, right? You know, seeing all these dinosaurs in their festive red and green colors all around just fills me with holiday cheer, and I just can't help but think of a classic holiday song, which I will sing for you now in a slightly different way so as not to have any copyright issues. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All the dinosaurs are covered in red and green. It's quite the festive scene on the island shores. On the island shores. Hey, what the? Come on, man. I'm trying to sing here. Okay, just get out of here. I see you back there. Shove off, man. Hey, come on, man. Just get out of here. Ugh. You know what? I give up. I can't work with these dinos. Okay, we're gonna try to move on from that and pretend that never happened. So, yeah, I can actually whistle in real life, but I cannot dance. Not at all. My Ark character is a much better dancer than I am in real life, so believe me, it's bad. So, I just learned the engram for the Stegosaur saddle, and I've gotten most of the materials that we need already to be able to craft that. It's at level 26 that you learn that, but we were just level 26 like 2 episodes ago before we did that crazy trick that I taught you for how to level up like 20 times in one session of 10 minutes, so it's pretty crazy. So there we go, we got a Stegosaur saddle, and Stegosaurs are really helpful. They're just great at gathering berries, one of the best in the game for that actually. And while we're waiting for that guy to tame up, I had this cool loot drop just came down, so I just ran on up here. And as you can see, we're getting quite a few loot drops here on the island, which is another thing that's great about Herbivore Island or, South Haven where we are. And check that out. It's a pair of ghillie boots, which are really helpful. See, I actually have not had any shoes for this entire game. I never bothered. But ghillie boots actually make it so we don't get hot so easily in tropical climates, which is really helpful, and they have some great armor. So I just got a great pair of Christmas shoes. You know, that reminds me of a great Christmas song classic. I wanna buy these shoes. I'm just kidding. I am not going to sing Christmas Shoes. That is probably my least favorite Christmas song I've ever heard. Or maybe my least favorite song in the whole world, maybe. So, yeah, not going to happen. Moving on. Okay, so our Stegosaur is pretty close to tamed up. And I've actually got all the materials that I need for a Doedicurus saddle, which I also went ahead and learned. And you can craft that in the smithy. It actually uses a lot of metal, but we picked up a lot of metal earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and give my Doedicurus some weight, because I'm getting kind of chunky now that I'm not starving all the time, and he's going to have to carry me on his back if I put a saddle on him. So I want him to have a little bit of weight stats there. So there we go, we got the Doedicurus saddle, and I'm going to equip that onto him. And check it out, we can ride our Christmas Doedicurus. Whoa, 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 and he tripped immediately. I'm just kidding, if you hit the left trigger, he'll do this weird roll thing, which uses a lot of stamina, but I'm pretty sure I crushed every bone in my body using that. So if we use the right trigger, we can smash boulders really effectively and just get crazy amounts of stone. And it's a lot easier when you're riding a Doedicurus, even though you add some weight to him. But it's much easier than if you're just whistling him to follow and stop over and over again. And this area here, I think, will make a really nice dinosaur pen. Hiya! Almost got him. This guy's so slow. But I think I'll eventually put a wall across there and use that as a dino pen back in that area. Now, Doedicurus are also amazing at gathering thatch, and that club just busts up trees like nobody's business. But he gets the full weight of thatch that he gathers, so he's already overweight, and I'm just going to have him follow me back over here. So we'll stop and start unloading some of this stuff in just a second, and yeah, there we go. I'm just going to keep an eye on that Brontosaur. So I just wanted to take a second to give out a shout out to all of my great supporters on this channel. I've only been doing videos for a few months, and you know, in the last month or so, I've just had so much support from all of you guys for especially this Switch Guide series, and I just want to thank all of you. It really means a lot. With every like and subscribe and share that you do, it just, you know, makes a tremendous difference for my channel, especially being so new. And one of my followers gave me a great idea, and he suggested why not let my followers actually suggest names for some of my dinosaurs. It was also his idea to do a Christmas episode, which thank you very much. So our Stegosaur just tamed up, and I'm going to name this after Normie, House Normie. So I think that's a perfect name for a robot dinosaur. So there we go, Normie, this one's for you. And I'll drop off the rest of my supplies here, and then we'll check out this brand new Christmas Stegosaur. I mean, look at this guy. He is super cool. I think this might be a female. Sorry about that, but you know, what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers, right? So here we go. We have this really awesome Tek Stegosaur, and I mean, you couldn't pick a better looking dino here. It's also a little bit too big to fit out of this one doorway area, so I think I'm going to have to smash down the other door there. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to bust that other wooden doorway down so we can actually fit this dinosaur out of the taming raft. So this Tek Stego is going to be incredibly helpful. So it's very similar to a Triceratops in that it gets a lot of thatch and a ton of berries. So we'll smash some wood here, and we're getting a pretty good amount of thatch that way. That tail just has a huge sweep, and it can gather tons of thatch and wood. It's not amazing at gathering wood, and it's not the best at thatch. Probably the Doedicurus is a little bit better at thatch, but the Stegosaur is just unrivaled for a very long time in his ability to gather berries. Now, Stegos are pretty slow, but unlike a Triceratops who has reasonably low weight, Stegosaurs can actually carry a ton of weight too, so they're kind of like a Triceratops and a Parasaur all rolled into one. Now I'm going to move my Pteranodon, give him a little more stamina, because he keeps leveling up like crazy, which is great. But that Brontosaur was just getting a little bit close to my my Pteranodon. Shouldn't be able to hurt him, but sometimes if a dino glitches and gets stuck on something, it'll start swinging, so you never know. But check that out. I mean, that is a ridiculous amount of berries, and this guy can just go through entire fields of berries with that tail, and it just gets crazy amounts of berries. So after this, now that we have this Tek Stego, we're probably never going to run out of narcotics and narco berries, and we'll just be able to have just a great supply of taming materials. Like, we just, in about 30 seconds, got almost 70 narco berries, and even though I have a double material setting, that's still like 35 berries in 10 seconds. So we're going to be able to get pretty much all of the materials we need for taming from here on out, which is great because we've got a couple more tames to do before we leave this island. And I'll be taming an Ankylosaur pretty soon. I'm also going to grab all the dino droppings that I can because pretty soon we're actually going to be doing some farming, which will be needing as much fertilizer as we can get our hands on. So before we end this video, I want to open this up to all of you to get some feedback because I'm not that great at naming my dinosaurs, and I would love your help. So I've got quite a few dinos that need names, and if you have a good suggestion for the name of one of my dinosaurs, just drop a comment here, and I will consider those to name my dinos. And I've got a Christmas-colored Doedicurus, a red Pteranodon, and a cool Tek parasaur, a regular parasaur, and a triceratops, a beaver, and a lystrosaur. And all of those are going to need names. So if you think of a good one, just drop a comment, and if I see one that I really like, that'll become the name of that dinosaur. Well, thanks for watching my Christmas episode of the Switch Survival Guide. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope it was worth all of those ridiculous holiday special antics. I don't know, there's just something about holiday specials that have to be at least a little bit cheesy. So, I want to also apologize if it takes me a little bit more time to get more episodes of the Switch Survival Guide out over the holidays. My wife and I are actually starting a brand new YouTube channel called the Console Co-op Couple, and the two of us are making a bunch of videos for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So we will be releasing some new videos throughout the holiday break together, but I probably won't have a chance to do very many Switch survival guides during that time. So check that out if you want to watch my wife beat up on a bunch of grown men throughout the entire world on Smash Ultimate. I will put a link in the description of this video, and you should definitely check that out. It is totally worth watching. But either way, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and any other holidays that come in that for you. And thank you so much for all of your support. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel if it was helpful. And I hope this guide has helped you enjoy your journey on Ark as much as possible. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.